This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I got MC Sloan God in the building. How's life, my guy?
Man, life is good, man. I can't complain. We're working hard out here. Trying to work a good 9 to 5 while trying to balance my talent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I love the atmosphere out here in Austin, Texas. So I'm really digging it for sure.
Like we were talking about though, like you said, it's so goddamn expensive. You gotta be having constant,
Man,
multiple revenue
you gotta have
streams.
3 jobs. You gotta have your main job. You gotta have your second job. You gotta bust tables. You gotta people really gonna see you out here and be like, "Hey, man, you're that rapper." Nah, bro, I'm the bus boy. Like for sure. Like we really gotta make paper out here. It's not a free world at all.
Rock the mask. Nah, that ain't me. That's a different dog. That's
Really
the
though,
buzz boy.
it's God the Sloan, bro. It's not Sloan God.
That's hilarious. Where you originally from?
I'm actually from Killeen, Texas.
Killeen. Okay, I remember we talked about that before, but just to let the people know. Dang, so you was from I call that the country hood.
Definitely, man. You got a lot of fake gangsters. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got a lot of fake gangsters. You got a lot of people who, in the wrong hands, a pistol could be a very dangerous weapon. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you got to be scared of the hardest guy. You got to be scared of the dumbest guy.
No,
like,
exactly.
so.
Yeah, because they're gonna Cheddar Bob do
Really
some
though, you might shoot their own dick off. You feel me? Like, so you gotta be careful in environments like that because you deal with those same people, and then you deal with a lot of hotheads. Military guys that get in the club and they feel like they invincible. They want to get a little liquor in their system, bump shoulders with somebody. Now you got altercation. So you just gotta keep your head on a swivel. Me being from Killeen, I'm already knowing. I know people whenever I walk in the club, I walk into sets or venues and stuff like that. Everybody knows who I am. I keep a good vibe. I'm not the person to beef with. So typically people migrate around. Yeah, they migrate. They migrate around me, bro. We gonna chop it up and get out of here.
I like none of that. That's the best thing. Now I just say that because don't get it twisted. Some people just like, oh, it's Killeen. It's it's got some hood. It's hood country.
You can play devil's advocate. And really, there's some people you should just go ahead and leave them alone. Bro.
Yeah, exactly, like you said. So, how was childhood though? Was it?
Childhood, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Middle class.
That's mostly everybody is gonna be middle class.
Anything that I wanted or that I needed seemed very easily accessible. So it wasn't like I had to grind out the mud to get anything or whatever the case may be. So like childhood was good. Childhood was good for me, but in the environment that I was in, my parents were both military. So I felt like I really didn't want to go to that line of, being a military brat growing up and just joining the military, even though I ended up doing that anyway. But
thank you for
I was
your
really
services.
Absolutely, thank you, man. But I just kind of strayed away and I started, messing with all the dudes in the hood and Killeen and stuff like that. And, I started getting in a lot more trouble. Started going to alternative school, fighting, all types of stuff like that. And, it separated me from everybody else because they were like, oh, we really don't want to hang out with this dude because, he's trying to play hard guy. He's trying to do this, that, and the fourth. And it made me realize, man, this life not for me, bro. Like, I was put in this environment to be like this, but, I learned a lot of things from that. I learned a lot of street smarts, a lot of stuff that I wouldn't learn in my neighborhood because, these people don't pick up on street smarts. They play gangster. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really hanging out with these dudes that's telling me, bro, look where you live and look where I live. We hop in the car, bro. We drop you off. We like, man, bro, why you be hanging out with us? Like, bro, look at your house, fam. Why you be hanging out with us, bro? We in the slums, bro. We do what we do because we gotta do this. You feel me? So,
yeah. Why you hanging out with us?
Yeah.
Like, when they ask you that makes you think.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Why?
I'm just like, man.
Then you thinking to yourself, why am I hanging?
For real, but sometimes you just find a little bit more.
They accept you too, like
and
a lot
they're more
easier.
genuine.
Mm-hmm.
They're more genuine. You ain't got to worry about somebody accepting you. Or I was in a predominantly white. So I'm already knowing that everybody is just, not accepting of us being in their school system or whatever the case may be because everybody got money. So they're just like, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got homies that are Free Willy and NIGGR. And I'm just like, what the?
Come on,
like,
man.
Y'all gonna let this slide? And we the minorities. The other black folks like, man, you better shut up, bro. Like we ain't on the top of the food chain out here, but it made me learn.
When it's got the numbers, you just gotta be like,
exactly, bro. You just
exactly.
You gotta suck it up. But that's where it came into getting a lot of trouble too. Getting upset over words and stuff like that. It took me a while to get mature and get older and be like, man, that stuff don't bother me, bro. I'm really not stressed about it.
Were you able to did you do because I've seen some people. Did you finish out through alternative school in high school, or did you like actually start? Did you get out of alternative?
So once I got to high school, I actually started to take school a lot more seriously. So I remember one of my principals told me, they were like, once you get to high school, anything that you get on there is gonna be on your record. So I was like, man, I don't want to get no referrals. I don't want to get no nothing. You know, I'm athletic. I can go to school. I ended up running track and field from my sophomore year to my senior year. I ended up running varsity track and field.
Dang, I was going to ask that. You played sports. That was my next question.
I had the second fastest time in the 110 hurdles at Harker Heights High School, still now to this day.
Ooh,
I ended up going to UNT, running track and field there, and then I ended up having my daughter and just going ahead and pursue a different, route and everything like that. So
damn, so you got out of the alternative school. So then what got you into to running?
My dad was my track coach.
Or hurdle and all that.
Yeah, my dad was my track coach since I was a kid. So I already knew that if I wasn't going to do something in track, I was going to do something in entertainment because my dad was already in Houston working when everybody was switch the house and everything like that. So I already knew that I was going to be tapped in with music, entertainment, something that had me behind a screen. Like I already knew that. Like everybody would always tell me, like, look, you got good energy, bro. You need to get to something. But I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do because I had so many things and so many places that I was at. It's like, a jack of all trades, a master of nothing. So I felt like I got to hone in on one thing that I'm actually good at, that I'm actually, this is really what I want to do and thrive. And once I started tapping in with music, it was a different vibe. It felt like what I was already supposed to be doing, but I didn't know it. You feel me? Like I was in choir. I was a singer. I wasn't with no hip hop, none of that. I was like, man, I love to sing, bro. Like I can catch a vibe with like other people that like to sing. Like we really with that. And then I ended up going to Navarro College when I first graduated. This is before I went to the Army Reserve because I was doing the Army Reserve while I was doing the school thing. And I would always do singing stuff and everything like that. And then get the ladies and everything. And the football players would be like, bro, that's whack. Like,
I got an A every time.
And I wouldn't think like they hating on me because everybody was, hood dudes from Dallas and stuff like that. So like, hey, bro, that's whack, bro. Like you need to come chill with us. I stopped hanging out with the girls, started hanging with the boys, hot box, go chill in the car. Like, hey, bro, you want to put a beat on? I'm like, I guess I'm getting on the beat. They're like, bro, you sorry as hell. Like you really need to pick it up. And I'm just like, man, I ain't really thought of rap like that, but I actually took out time, you know what I'm saying? In between studies, I was like, man, let me go ahead and write me some lyrics. At that time, I started getting like about 32 pages of lyrics, just lyrics after lyrics after lyrics after lyrics, but no beats. And I'm just like, man, let me get on YouTube and go give me some, free type beats that I can start doing stuff on. And I started doing that and everything like that. And everything just sounded so mediocre because I never knew about, taking your stuff to the studio, actually talking to an engineer, actually talking to a producer that can actually make a beat around your sound. So like, it's just like, man, I didn't know about this whole world. And here I am just chilling in my dorm room, just recording music in the fucking closet. You feel me? Like it's a different vibe. So I've been doing music for about 6 years.
Okay. So you did real quick, my bad. So it was track, music, college, then the military.
The military was throughout all of this. So in the Army Reserve, I'm still doing this. I'm going on the weekend, and then after the weekend, we do our drills and everything like that. I'm headed back to school. I'm finna go right back to school, get my classes in and everything like that.
What a change of pace.
I'm still going to track practice and everything. My sergeant, as a matter of fact, my platoon sergeant was telling me, he was like, you probably need to go ROTC. Because, you seem really adamant about going active duty. You should just go officer program. And I thought about it and everything, and I'm just like, man, I don't really know if this is really the path for me. So I might want to go do something that's not going to demand my time, wake me up at 7 a.m. every morning and have me do what you tell me to do. No, I'm like, I'm ready to live my life. I'm ready to find a career that's actually going to make me feel good about myself. You feel me? Like, instead of just, working a regular 9 to 5, even though that's really what we all got to do to just make our ends. But have fun while you're doing it.
Oh,
you're in the military.
Coming up, you
got overseas, you just chilling in the barracks, just like, damn. I wish I can go do some shows. Like, damn, like, I wish I can just, like, put out some more music. Like, nah, like, you a slave to the system.
Oh, really. You definitely are.
Definitely a slave to the system.
How was that your first, day?
As far as what? Like, basic training?
Yeah.
Basic training wasn't as bad, to be completely honest, as they made it seem. Like, they had the whole scare tactics where you jump off the bus and, everybody screaming and yelling at you, losing your stuff, you tripping and falling over people falling off the bus. We had one girl that jumped off the bus and she had a stress fracture in her leg. She ended up being a holdover, had to be there the whole time and then get held over after we all graduated.
Oh my
it's
God.
just it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak.
They're trying to flesh all that out. They're
it's
getting
not
all
for the week. They get all that out.
out.
They get about 300 people come in, about 150 Like, come
I'm
on
surprised it ain't less than that.
Exactly.
Like 75.
But you got to understand, they get people that get pushed through. They understand that people got families that they got to provide for, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people want to quit. Some people don't meet those standards, and they still, you know what I'm saying? Like, they see the drive in those people. Exactly. If you show that you want to be there, they're going to get you through it. You feel me? So it's not like they just like, oh, all y'all are weak, so we trying to get all y'all out the military, but it really is like that.
Was you ever laughing any?
Yeah.
Just because of just the environment? Because, eventually you could just be like, this is kind of funny.
I typically ain't tell a lot of people. I'm telling the first time I was restarted because I was a dickhead. I wasn't a bad soldier, but I was a dickhead. Like, whenever, drill sergeants would tell me, you got to do push-ups. Oh, I'm excited. We finna get to it. Like, oh, you said I got to do 20. We finna knock out 40. Let's get it. Like, I'm gonna get in their head. And towards the end of my first cycle, they were just like, we really feel like you didn't learn the Army values. We feel like you're above us. We want somebody who can be a leader, not someone who feels like I am the leader. I need to be the leader. And like, no, motherfucker, like, there's stepping stones that you got to reach past. You don't just come in hot shit thinking that you finna run. No, that's not what it is. So I had to let that big ego go. I had to just basically fall in line and understand that in order to be a good leader, you got to be a good follower.
You you probably started to say that stuff in your head more, right. Like just to kind of get down, do your thing, get back
don't
up.
Be arrogant, because at the end of the day,
give me 10, give me 20 push-ups.
With something like that, you got to understand you doing the extras and your platoon is doing the extras. So not only are you screwing yourself over, you're screwing over everybody else, and everybody pissed off whenever you come around. Like, man,
look at this
motherfucker.
He always gonna do something.
Like, he gonna say something stupid. Like, me coming around, people just get in the front rest. Just get in push-up position like, man, bro, he finna say something dumb, bro. Like, let's go ahead. We finna get punished. I already know it. But you got to get that out because people start hating you. They start coming for you, man. You got to put that soap in the pillowcase and beat your ass with it. Like, nah, man, it's terrible. Or they'll all take up all the showers and there'll be one cold shower. And then they'll like, hey, nah, Sloan, you got that one, bro. They got people lined up for all the hot showers. The cold shower, the only shower open. It's like, man, bro, like, I did this to myself. I really did this to myself.
But you need that, though, so they can get home and be like, okay, I get you.
Yeah, you got to understand. It's one man, one sound.
Damn, it is, for sure. Do you have any inspirations for getting into music? Like maybe mainstream-wise? Just I think Kanye, whatever.
A couple of my biggest inspirations are Murray. I like T-Pain, definitely one of my biggest inspirations. I don't really follow in his sound necessarily, but I like his drive. I like how he's been in it no matter what he's doing. He's always doing something. He's always getting something featured. Tory Lanez literally just featured on a song on the song that blew up back when we was kids. Like, that song is hard. Like, to me, I feel like if you're consistently doing something, even on Masked Singer, so it's not even a level to relate to just black people. You understand that Masked Singer is a show that, is just fully incorporated with international. Like, so many people are watching this show and it's blowing up and everything like that. It's showing that, he's not gonna be stagnant. He's not gonna be just in one place. Just like
does the gaming stuff too.
Just like he ain't even got to sit on his butt and just try to wait for this residual income. He's gonna continuously keep on driving, kind of like our grandparents or like our parents that get that retirement, but they still stick around and get a job or do whatever and
do something just to stay.
I be on the phone with my grandma, like, grandma, sit down, like, you retired, like, you don't need to be going to go get no job, go to the grocery store. You have people to do that for you. She's like, man, ain't nobody trying to sit in the house and get old, and I can dig that. I can dig that. Some people want to grind until they die.
Exactly. keep them bones moving, man. You can't just be sitting there. That's dope. So T-Pain, I can't deny that. He definitely changed.
Top one, Rod Wave.
Rod Wave, that's your guy. Rod Wave's definitely doing this thing.
He got me through some dark times for sure.
Be speaking that real, like he put me on him. I heard a lot of his name, and I was like, let me finally listen. I like R&B, and he does that hip hop R&B type of thing, but still, I rock with that shit.
Yeah,
Rod Wave, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. He it's called Trap Soul.
Yeah, there you go, that Bryson Tiller type shit.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite producer out here in Austin?
So I got my boy Dave. He actually just dropped his EP. It's called Talk Your Shit. It got me. It got X-Rated. A couple of other artists, Preacher's Kid. It's a dope little track. He just dropped it about 2 days ago. So, I advise you go ahead and check that out. It's on Apple Music right now. It's going to be on Spotify as soon as possible. I just got to wait for his drop. It's his project. Yeah. So I'm just patiently waiting. But that was a nice little track that me and X-Rated dropped, because X-Rated, he's actually from Killeen.
That's the recent one that I saw. Yeah.
He's actually from Killeen, Texas on that one. So Killeen, Texas, we really trying to kind of just branch out like a virus out here in Austin,
There's
Texas.
a lot of artists in Killeen.
Yeah, we trying to branch out like a virus for sure, because like once we contaminate Austin, everybody's gonna be like, man, like now they're gonna understand what we say when we say we're from Killeen, because a lot of people from Austin, they're just like, where the hell is Killeen? And it's literally only 45 minutes right down the road. It's straight shot. You can't miss it.
Got them baddies out there too. Killeen got some baddies out there.
I can't speak on that, man.
I know,
I'm a wedded man. I'm a wedded man. I can't do it. My girl, she'd be like, man, I heard you on the interview talking about them. I was not talking about them baddies. It was.
Speaking of that though, like, what do you think about being in a relationship in the social media era?
So being in a relationship in social media,
and then having your like actually pictures with your girl out there. You know?
I feel like it is very complicated. It is very complicated. I know me and my girl actually have a lot of conversations about it, because whenever you're, trying to get to that level, you're not small time about your music. You're big time about your music. Whenever you're trying to get to that level, a lot of the content that you want to post is your music. A lot of the stuff that you want to post is the tours that you go on, whatever the case may be, et cetera, et cetera. But then you see, those posts from Lil Durk with Durk in India, and you see them going out to Ibiza. You see them going out to Rome. You see them doing this, that, and the fourth, and you know what I'm saying? And you're trying to get to that level. But you understand in your relationship, they will ask about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you going to take me to, or, when we going to go to.
They see it
exactly.
all
They
too.
see it all the time. And then it gets to that thing of, well, you post your music all the time. When you gonna get a chance to post me? Like you gotta.
I've never really thought about that.
You gotta have a good balance. Like you gotta have a great balance. Once you can balance, I gotta give time to my music, because this is my passion. This is what I care about. But at the same time, I gotta give time to my relationship. I can't just let my music overconsume me, because this is my passion. This is something that I know that I'm gonna stick with. All I gotta do is find whatever gets me going, know what I'm saying? Spark a blunt if that's what you do, drink a bottle if that's what you do, and get to work. Mm-hmm. But with this one, it's not as easy to, what I'm saying, just like, just spark a blunt and get to work. Like, it's a little bit different. You got to put your time into it. You got to go on dates. You got to get flowers. You got to do all the extra stuff that, not the normal guy's going to do.
Prove that you care. Wink, wink, make them
facts.
Did I say that? No, yeah. Did you, real quick, have you ever tried to get off the, I just don't want to show my relationship out on
Nah. Like I feel like, cause me and my girl, we got a relationship page too, and like sometimes I'd be like, hey babe, you seen I just posted something on the relationship page? She's like, you need to post something on your page. I was like, okay, cool. I can agree with that. Like, I'm not finna argue with you. Like this yeah. I'm your man, and ain't nothing trying to, you know what I'm saying, like that. I try to let her know, like, it is nothing to guess at all.
Where did Sloan God come from? I know your name is Sloan.
So yeah, my last name is Sloan, but I came up with Sloan God because at first it was very controversial. Like on my shirt, that's K Sloan. That's what I first came out with. I came out as K Sloan and everything like that. And my brother, he was actually K Sloan, the first K Sloan, because his name is Kerry Sloan. My name is Corey Sloan. So I came up with Sloan God because I was trying to let people know, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever I get on the mic, I got godlike talents. Mm-hmm. And it was a very controversial thing at first. And I was actually going to change it. But I was like, you know what? Fuck them.
They talking.
I said, fuck them. I said, if I take that out, bro, like, I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like bad publicity is publicity at the end of the day. Like, you're talking about my name or whatever the case may be. You see my name pop up, or some people try to change it. They'll be like, oh, it's Sloan the God. I was like, no, Sloan God.
Sloan God, bro.
Yeah, like that's what it
don't
is.
Even answer to Sloan the God.
At all. Sometimes I would. I'd be like, you know what, man, that'd be another alias. Throw me another alias. It is what it is. I got it on so many flyers. I'm just like, man, nigga, y'all just make sure you get Sloan in there, bro. I'm Gucci. I'm not worried about the rest.
Baby active petty.
I'm not worried about the rest.
On the Moon. That's your latest? Is that your other latest one?
That's my latest one. When I came out with On the Moon, I had a different drive. Like, I would get into the studio and I would work off of the little bit that I did have to go ahead and put out that fire that I already had, just like I was telling you with the pages of the notes. I would take out so many notes and I would just drop them off of track after track after track. I would go in for like an hour session and I got on like 3 tracks. And I'd be like, ooh, man, I'm killing this shit. And my nigga Jamal, he actually works out in Spitshine. Shout out to Jamal. That's my boy. We got in the studio, and after I got done with all 3 of them, he just turned around and looked at me. He was like, bro, you going crazy. Like, you're really going crazy, bro. Like, I was like, man, I can't stop, bro. Like, I have to get this album out. Like, I got to get more songs out. Even after finishing the album, I was still working with a little bit of money, but I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get in the studio with a couple other people. I got in the studio with another Maryland artist. I just dropped my recent song with him called Loving You with CTG Tez. I made that song in the process of making On the Moon. I just held that song because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, On the Moon was just getting a lot of views, a lot of stuff like on Instagram and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this is booming. Let me go ahead and put my boy out, put him on, got that single out. And I'm just like, man, bro, should I keep on doing singles or should I go ahead and start gearing towards a project? And that's always was battling in my head because
that's a tough battle.
The music that I'm dropping or the music that I already know that I have just stored off to the side, unreleased music, and I'm performing it at venues, people are walking up to me like, yo, where is that song? I'm just like,
you ain't got it out. That's the worst thing to say,
I ain't
too.
even got it out yet. And they be like, damn, bro, well, let me know whenever you. But then again, that is a good marketing tactic because once you be like, hey, let me know. I'll be like, hey, bro, but I got this out. I got Top of the Tower out. I got On the Moon out right now. Go ahead and check that out. Apple Music, Spotify, whatever the case may be. Have it recited already. Be good.
What's your favorite venue in Austin that you performed at?
I think Come and Take It Live is probably my favorite venue.
Come and Take It Live? Yeah, they don't like their setup.
But I have different reasons why I have favorite venues. So, like, Come and Take It Live is probably my favorite because it's, you know, it's a nice big setting. You know, like, I feel like the level of the stage away from the crowd is amazing. Like, I do not want to be on no level of where the crowd is at. Like, just recently, Killeen actually had the Summer Days event out at a Longhorn Daiquiri. And I feel like me personally, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like it's too homey. Like I want the aura of everybody come to the front of the stage. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can turn.
Well, you want to be on top, and then you want to set. Unfortunately, as an artist, you want to separate yourself from the crowd.
Yeah, you don't want to be a part of the crowd whenever you're doing your thing. You feel me? Like it's just I don't know. It just seems like it's not my scene. It's not my thing.
No, yeah, Come and Take It Live is dope. So I can feel that. Real quick, Spotify or Apple Music? From an artist standpoint, or none, SoundCloud or whatever.
I would say Apple Music. I would definitely say Apple Music because typically I'm saying like everybody that gets an Apple phone typically knows that they can get whatever the hell that they want on Apple Music and it's already sponsored by Apple, so you finna get
it's already downloaded.
Yeah, like you gotta download Spotify, you have to get a premium or you gotta just start listening to song until your song finally shuffles through. Like ain't nobody trying to do all that. It's too much.
That's hilarious. Yeah. True that. All right, let's wrap it up. What do you think about the Austin scene now currently?
The Austin scene, I feel like there's a lot of people doing their thing out in Austin, but I feel like they're doing it in the wrong areas. Like I feel like they'll drop a lot of tracks and they'll drop a lot of, you know how like a lot of people shot the audio files and then they'll just post that video. Thing, right? I advise all artists to stop doing that.
That's the hugest because that is like, a trend.
It's like clickbait. Like whenever you click on something like that, like you don't know what the hell it's gonna be. Like chances are they're not finna click on that because they want visuals. They want you to start making music videos. They want you to start tapping in with these videographers, and they want you to start taking your career so much more seriously, other than posting these clips or getting on. Yes, bro, getting on SoundCloud. Nobody cares about your pistols, bro, and the P's that you got, bro. Like just keep that to you, man. Like really, you're making the feds watch. So you gotta start taking your career a lot more seriously. Like you gotta understand a lot of these artists, like a lot of these ex-criminals, you'll see a lot of water guns in the music videos or Nerf guns in the music videos. Yeah, bro, they got charges. They can't have no pistols.
Oh, I already know.
Yeah, and they tell all they street niggas, they're like, hey, bro, don't bring no pistols to my music video, man.
Shouldn't do that anyway.
My PO will be here fast, quick, and in a hurry. Like I will go to jail. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So you just say take it seriously, brand yourself better, and stop rocking with them goddamn pistols and guns and
bro, shit. Because it's me personally. I'm a lot older than a lot of the people that's really doing the music thing. Because I just turned 27 in June, and I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like a part of that I've been there, and I feel like it's not really where I want to be. So I do advise a lot more people. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't advise nobody like just go ahead and give the pistols up. Like if you feel like you need a pistol for your protection, that's on you.
But don't be in the video.
Exactly, and don't create fake ops. If you don't have ops, don't create them. Don't make shit. Don't have imaginary friends. That's for being a kid, bro. Like
people searching for ops.
Yeah, like man, my ops watching, man, bro. I can't do it. No, bro. You don't have ops, bro. You live at home with your mom.
That's hilarious. My ops, man. No, you ain't got no ops. Your mom's your ops. What you tell you to
go to bed. Yeah, exactly. Your dog shit on the carpet. That's an op tonight.
That's hilarious. Where can we find you at on social?
Hey man, on Instagram, official Sloan God. You can find me on Twitter, God_Sloan. You can find me really on shit. I don't really give out my Snapchat, but shit,
Oh, yeah.
Sloan God. Everybody go ahead and tap in with me, man. I post decent content. I'm tripping. But I post decent content, man. I'm going up. I'm trying to make sure that I just get the word out that Killeen, Texas is taking over Austin, man. For real.
And then Sloan God, is it all one word
Yes,
for the digital streaming platforms?
It's all one word.
Sloan God.
Go ahead and Google it, man. I finally flushed the Google charts. That was my goal by 2022, to flush the Google charts. If you search Sloan God, you will find everything about me, man.
So that when you do that little name switch, I mean, just change up a little bit, whatever the case may be. I bet, it's all crazy. So, hell. Hey, man, I like your vibes. I like what you're doing. You're dope. Keep doing your thing, bro. Hey, this is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I'm signing out. Sloan God, get it right.
Yes, sir.